Academy's Latin 3 course. We are ready for lesson 76 in first year Latin. It's on page 146. The comparison of adjectives. There are 3 degrees of comparison as in English: the positive, comparative, and superlative. The positive is the simplest form of the adjective. The comparative is formed by adding to the base of the positive the ending ior in the masculine and the feminine, and ius in the neuter. The superlative is formed by adding to the base of the positive the ending isimus for the masculine, isima for the feminine, and isimum for the neuter. So altus is high, altior higher, altissimus highest. Carus is dear, carior is dearer, carissimus is dearest. And felix, felicior, felicissimus. Felicissimus. All right, adjectives in ER sometimes just have that contraction. So ocker, ocrior, ocerimus. So instead of doubling the S, they double the R. And likewise, and some that vocabulary there, ocker, sharp, keller, swift, miser, poor, or pitiful. And then adjectives that end in an L don't double the S, they double that L. S, R, and L, those sounds are all called liquids. They're formed in similar ways with the tongue at the front of the mouth. And so that's why they do that. So difficulus is hard or difficult. Dissimilus, unlike. Faculus, easy. Graculus, graceful, slender. Humilus, low or humble. And similus, like or like unto. Note, similus and dissimilus are generally followed by the genitive, but may take the dative. So similar to, dissimilar from, dative or genitive there. So compare the following: asper, rough; latus, wide; audax, bold; pulcher, beautiful; brevis, short; prudens, wise; durus, hard; tenor, tender. What English words derive from these adjectives? Have fun with that. They're all pretty clear: audacious, brief, durable, etc. Comparison without qualm. If the comparative is in the nominative or accusative case, the noun after it may be in the ablative case without qualm, as in nive conditior. So qualm is usually the way that comparison happens. So it would be quam, nivis conditior, whiter than snow, but you can simply use the ablative as well, whiter than snow. Okay. There they say nix, not nivis. Understand that conditior quam nix is entirely correct. That is, when quam is used, it has the same case as it had before the quam. Some vocabulary: Americanus, American; Anglicus is English; Gallicus is French. Multo is an adverb. It means much or by much. Perturbatus is the perfect passive participle of a verb, so it means overwhelmed or overcome. So perturbo is the verb, perturbatus is the perfect passive participle. Elegans is choice, neat, tasteful, obviously, where we get the word elegant. Our translations: Utra pars habet justitiorum causam. Utra pars habet justitiorum causam. Does either side have the juster cause? Does either side have a more just cause, we would say? Quis me miserior jam fuit. Quis me miserior jam fuit. Who was more pitiful? Who was then, jam? Who is then more pitiful than I? Now in English, we don't really have the option of not using the word than, quam. So we always have to have the cases match up. So it's improper English to say, who is more miserable than me? It's who is more miserable than I. But in Latin, you don't have to use quam ego. Instead, you can use the ablative, me. 3. Nihil est illis libris elegantius. Nihil est illis libris elegantius. Nothing is more elegant than these books. Nothing is more tasteful than these books. 4. Hae sorores sunt dissimilimi inter se. Utra est patris similima. Hae sorores sunt dissimilimi inter se. Utra est patris similima. So these sisters are most dissimilar inter se, to each other, which is most similar to the Father. Clarissimi imperatores ante haec rei publicae durissima tempora erant. Clarissimi imperatores ante haec rei publicae durissima tempora erant. Well then, the skeleton of the sentence, verb and nominative noun, the most famous emperors were. The most famous emperors were before haec durissima tempora, these hardest times of the Republic. 6. Viae Americanae multo asperiores quam Gallicae et Anglicae sunt. Viae Americanae multo asperiores quam Gallicae et Anglicae sunt. American roads are by far harder than French and English roads. I think he means that we have more paved roads. I don't know if that's still true. All right, that does it for lesson 76. Study that vocabulary. The comparison of adjectives is really rather easy to recognize with those distinctive endings.